streets every day. The town is full of predator, don't turn a little prey. I flip $1 million out of nothing, make them feel a certain way. Hoping that the switch.
What's good, y'all? FISK Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the FISK. You know why you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Listen. Before we begin, make sure you hit the like button. Let's get this video to 200 likes. And also, if you're new to the channel, please hit that sub button. You feel me? Do not leave this page without subbing your boy up and hitting that notification bell when you're doing it. Alright, let's build this community out. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers before the draft. That's my goal. I want 2,000 subs by the draft. So help your boy out, hit that sub button. Now, let's talk about Tony Pauline. I hope I said his name right. NFL insider Tony Pauline says that his source, a direct source in the front office of the Giants, says that their primary free agent, I'm not even gonna try and tongue twist it. Their responsibility in free agent, their main responsibility is an edge rusher. All right, that's what, according to him, he says. Tony Pauline says, I've been told from people, or I've heard from people inside the organization, that a pass rusher is going to be the primary target in free agents. They need an edge rusher, they need a pass rusher, and it makes total sense for two reasons. He also says Pauline sees free agent edge Matt Judon as a guy to look out for, as he sees him as a perfect fit for the New York Giants. Okay, I like that, Matt Judon. I didn't know. I'm not sure if that's the Ravens linebacker, right? I'm not sure if the Ravens are gonna let him go, but if he hits the market and the Giants can afford him, then why not? I know Shaq Barrett is probably gonna hit them. Well, they might tag Shaq Barrett, and no, because they tag him, it'll be second year they tackle. I don't know. They might tag Godwin there. This is interesting. I don't know if Yannick Ngakoue fits our scheme. I think Yannick Ngakoue is a 4-3 edge. I don't think he flourishes as a 3-4 edge rusher. I think Yannick Ngakoue, like, if we failed to re-sign Leonard Williams, Ngakoue could probably take Leonard Williams' spot. I could be wrong, but I remember Yannick Ngakoue playing his best football in Jacksonville, where they ran a 4-3. All right, that's what I remember. I don't remember him being a good 3-4 end, because I know he sucked in Baltimore, but that's none of my business. So, I'm looking at it from this perspective. That makes sense, because the two most important skill positions we need are edge rusher and wide receiver. Those are the two biggest holes that the Giants didn't fill last year. We ignored the wide receiver position. We just flat out ignored that shit. I mean, you would have thought the wide receiver position didn't exist on the Giants roster the way we neglected it last year. And then we didn't want an edge rusher last year. If you remember, Patrick Graham, Dave Gettleman, Joe Judge, they stood together. They were unified in saying that we don't want a pass rusher. They specifically said they wanted 10 sacks from 4 people, not 20 sacks from one guy. That's what they said. They made it abundantly clear they wanted sacks by committee. They didn't, because remember, everybody kept asking them why they didn't pursue Jadeveon Clowney. And they kept saying they wanted to get coverage sacks. They wanted the coverage to be the focal point of the defense. They didn't want a dominant edge rusher. So I guess they changed their mind, which is smart, because we're the New York Football Giants, damn it. Strahan, Tuck, OZ, JPP, Lawrence Taylor, Carson. He was screaming at quarterbacks too. So we're the Giants. We always have linebackers or edge rushers who kill quarterbacks. This is what we do. It's part of our heritage. It's like we're like the Steelers. Like the Steelers always have a mean ass pass rusher. So do the Giants. The Giants and the Steelers always have mean ass pass rushers. That's just who we are. It's in our DNA. It's in our franchise's DNA. Like the Colts always find a damn quarterback. The Giants and the Steelers always find a damn pass rusher. So I personally would love to see Shaq Barrett if he hit the open market. But the thing with Shaq Barrett is Shaq Barrett's gonna want $20 million a year. But here's the difference between Shaq Barrett and Leonard Williams. I would give Shaq Barrett $20+ million a year because Shaq Barrett affects the game in ways that Leonard Williams can't. Shaq Barrett will go get the damn quarterback. Alright, Shaq Barrett can get you 15 sacks in a season regularly. He can do that. Leonard Williams is playing a 3-4 defensive end. It's not his job to get 15 sacks in a season. It's not his job to get the 11 sacks he got last year. That's not his job. But if you sign Shaq Barrett, it's his job to fly off that edge like Von Miller and kill the quarterback. It's his job. So Shaq Barrett will be worth $20-something million a year if that's the route we decided to go. But that basically says that we're going wide receiver with round one, regardless. That pretty much just all but sums up. We're going wide receiver. If we're trying to get a defensive end, not defensive end, but a pass rusher, if we're trying to get somebody to rush the passer in free agency, if this report by Tony Pauline is correct, then that basically says, yeah, we're going wide receiver. Because that means we're not getting Allen Robinson and we're not getting Kenny Golladay. Well, I put a video out last week letting y'all know that the Lions were going to tag Kenny Golladay anyway. So the only way to get Kenny Golladay will be to trade for him because they're going to tag him. So I like it. Get that edge rusher, solidify the D. Get the edge rusher, and then just draft Daniel Jones as weapons. Sign Curtis Samuel, draft Jalen Waddle, and get it popping. I'm cool with that. Because Curtis Samuel's only going to want $8 to $10 million. We can find $8 to $10 million to get a Curtis Samuel. We don't need Dalvin Tomlinson and Leonard Williams. We can let one of them go to get Curtis Samuel, period. So, that's all I got for y'all. I ain't got nothing else to say, fellas. I should be live with Bad Dog at 10 o'clock on Bad Dog channel. So, y'all make sure y'all check me out on Bad Dog channel tonight, 10 o'clock. That's it, that's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is FISK Vegas, and I approve this message.